Okay, let's jump into this Denver Nuggets versus OKC. The series is 2-1 Denver. OKC, we know, came in with the best record in the league. Denver's trying to look to pull an upset. As you know, I ain't been done doing basketball. I've been meaning to. I thought the Lakers would go a lot further than they did. So I was anticipating doing Lakers stuff. So I've been kind of dejected. Now I'm over it, and I can focus on getting these reactions to basketball. I'll do the Warriors. They played the day before, so I'll do them, react to them, and let's do Denver. And OKC, let's see how this game turned out. Let's hop to it.
Gilgeous-Alexander on Porter Jr. Great pocket pass into the dunker spot. And the first field goal of the game goes to Chet Holmgren.
Isaiah Hartenstein makes, he grabbed 8 rebounds, a couple of them two-handed rebounds. He was very, very good.
Master of the mid-range, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with his first field goal.
Lou Dort did a good job defensively in game 3, but wasn't able to knock anything down.
Great slip screen by Brown, and he slams it home. Gilgeous-Alexander 1 for 2 so far here, just getting underway. Off the screen, got to the mid-range and cashes out again.
Oh, man.
A little bit of a tired
Okay,
start
can't
shooting.
lose this one. I'm just realizing.
Murray drives it.
It's 2-1 Denver.
Wow, and an enterprising layup. The creativity of Murray on display again.
Creativity is right. He's a very creative finisher, especially with the left hand around the basket.
Wow, proficient shooting the 3 from the corner this year. Here's Caruso on the move. They got a 2-on-1 facing Gordon, and Caruso lays it in. Tough fadeaway, and he barely draws iron. Wallace with the hustle and the stick back. They lead by 13. Here's Murray. And they turned him over.
With great hands by Casey Wallace. What a pest.
Hartenstein catching a body. You bet.
I wonder if there was any mom disappointment in a Missouri mom having a kid go to Kansas.
Oh, that was a big one. Yeah, and a follow by Hartenstein on the Caruso switches on to Murray.
And switches up to take something away. That's not a passive switch.
Boy, that can really wear you down over time. Gordon with the mid, he got it.
The NBA needs to take more shots on
Probing against Porter Jr.
All that three-point shooting is ridiculous. Go ahead
Holmgren,
and take that 17-footer.
Have to go in the first half, and Wallace trying to stick to Murray.
Get to him.
Jokic, the roller, got that one to rattle home.
Definitely have to move the ball and get some player movement, not just stand around.
They tried to screen Brown that time. Off the kick out, Williams with the midi. Cash. 7 on the shot clock. Gordon slips the screen. Jokic out to the wing. Westbrook got it. The Thunder a little bit stagnant here offensively. Wow, what a drive by Williams. SGA.
That's one thing I like about his
missed
game.
On a short jumper. Brown on the move. Steps through.
SGA takes the middies. They got OKC got more of an old school game. They got
timeout OKC.
And you can see the frustration. He just doesn't miss those shots very often.
Caruso open 3. Got it. Oh, it's Caruso.
He's like, this is going to go 2-2.
Aaron Gordon, the improved three-point shooter.
Have to search out if that goes in. Who's the closest Nugget to get credit for it?
Caruso, open for 3. Got another one. The reigning coach of the year, Coach Daignault, calling out the play. He rejects the screen. Steps through. Got it! SGA on the JOB. Navigates 2 screens on the pick and pop. Jokic on the flyby puts it up. Got it!
Down only 6, as Jay mentioned, that they were proud at how they played defensively in that half. They'd like to do a better job rebounding, as you see the dunk there by Michael Porter Jr., but said they'd like to do a better job rebounding to keep them from multiple shots. On offense, he says they liked the looks they got. They could do a better job screening. Has another dunk on the other end by Holmgren.
Look at Lou Dort. Chase Murray around that screen. Here's Gordon on the DHO. Good switch. Brown with 6 on the shot clock. A pull. Got it! Aaron Gordon calls out the play. Elbow. Jokic with the screen for Murray, flips it. Jamal for three, yes. Time to bring the noise here at Ball Arena. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown.
Go down 3-1.
Denver showing a lot of bit of help. 7 on the shot clock, goes tween. Sprays it out to Dort. Wide open three, butter. It's all about business during the series.
Highlights, you know what I mean? So it's got to be makes. But the rhythm of
Jokic trying to turn the corner. And that's a big body bends move right there. And Holmgren racing back the other way against Jokic. And it knocked away. What a steal by the Joker. Brown.
Oh, he would have made that.
One more. Murray probes it. Gordon lines up the seams.
He had the mid-range shot there, too. He a little fadeaway.
Mr. Nugget.
That's the difference.
From deep. Murray for three. That one falls.
He had the same room for the mid-range shot.
Jamal Murray says it's all good.
He said, guys, we got a guard. We can turn them over and get back in this. Then Mark Daigneault came, and he said, guys, it's only a 6-point game. No matter how we got here, as they cut it to 3 there on a 3.
Little inverted pick and roll there with Murray and Joker, and Brown gets it back to Jokic. Here's another 3. That one's pure.
But he also plays on the floor, so he can shot fake and drive it.
The Thunder said they wanted to face Denver. Wallace laces the 3 from the corner.
So much 3-point shoot.
Gilgeous-Alexander sprays it out to Wiggins on the wing. And that 3 with an auspicious bounce goes through. Tell you what, he is 82% on those shots coming into Denver a couple of nights ago. Brown, downtown Brown.
Well, he's been so good in this game.
Holmgren misses. Boy, a little room service for Wiggins underneath with the loose ball. Sees 2. One more to Westbrook for 3. And it's starting to rain threes.
On offense, I think they established their rhythm on defense. They have hung in there this whole game.
The second round.
Watson with the jump hook. When you look at the fact that during the regular season, the Nuggets were 20th in defensive rating. They gave up the lob and one to Hartenstein. They play in the paint.
Yeah, when you're a teammate of your father as a pro, do you call him dad in practice?
Hey, I know.
Tough shot.
Aaron
Not just this series, but he was great against the Clippers.
Had that game winner and a big shot response by Wallace. Got it off just in time before the expiration of the shot clock. Williams. Wallace, one more. Wiggins, wide open. Cash.
Rotate over.
Gilgeous-Alexander around the screen. Back out to Caruso. One more to a wide open Wallace. That is pristine execution, Jay.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Murray into the front court.
Wallace has done a really nice job on him defensively.
OKC will be embarrassed.
Gave a little bit of space, and Murray is lethal. Hartenstein stays with him, sitting on his right hand.
This is money. And one. Could have got it. And one.
Oh, it did a victory lap, and then finally fell.
3 minutes.
Off the tween, Gilgeous-Alexander raises up and got an auspicious bounce for the bucket.
And that's a big mistake from Denver to start after that timeout.
There you go.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the midi. Murray gets it back.
That's why he cooks.
Around the Jokic screen, Caruso sticks with him. Jamal with the lay.
The shot that exists on the court. They wonder why he leading the league in scoring all the time.
Against that Denver zone, Williams touches paint with the layup. And commemorating his play this season, dedicating it to his brother, his late brother.
There you go.
Gilgeous-Alexander to the rim and the layup.
Yeah, that's game.
Gordon on the cross.
That's game, huh?
Jokic with the finish off the great feed from Gordon.
Okay, so
with 8.8 to go. Nuggets win the tip, down 6. Gordon trying to find the handle. Banks in a 3. Yeah. It's a one-possession game with 1.6 to go. They get it into Williams. Fouled quickly with 1.0 points on 2 of 13. Make it 10 now, but regardless, the Thunder will even this series at 2 games apiece as they storm into Denver and Ball Arena on Mother's Day.
If they would have lost that game, that would have been, and boy, that's a gentleman's sweep. You the number one seed getting swept like that. But yeah, that's one thing about Childress, man. He has that midi game, and he attacks the basket, and everyone's talking about how much the game's evolved and things of that nature. Yo, dude's playing like a cat from the '90s right now. That's why this stuff is still working. All that 3-point shooting don't do nothing. You don't lead the league in scoring playing like that. You lead the league in scoring being able to shoot from anywhere on the court, not just 3-pointers. You know what I mean? And I got to give him his respect. I give him, much respect to him, to Alexander. I mean, even though I think OKC is like the modern day Expos, you know what I mean? And if you don't know about the Expos back in the day, they used like a farm system for every team and the Yankees. You know what I mean? Meaning they had always good players on the team and would trade them away. OKC started out doing that with Kevin Durant stuff and Harden things. They had real good team. So hopefully this don't happen to them with this iteration of their team, even though they traded for Childress, but the other guys were draft picks. But yeah, we'll see you for game 5. See what happens with that. See you on the other side. Don't forget, support the channel, like and subscribe. This is the sports sides of my reactions. Sorry it's so delayed. Again, Laker fan, LeBron fan, and they were eliminated, and I had to take time to get over it. I'm wearing the Bulls cap. Of course, that's for MJ. You know what I mean? Pippen and the crew back in the day was my team too. So I'm out.